Hello everyone, welcome to Raja Wishes. I'm Molly and today I am in Epcot to try out Disney World's newest lounge, Geo-82. Geo-82 just opened up last week, exactly a week from today of when I'm filming this video. So I am super excited to go check out this new lounge. I am a huge fan of the lounges in Disney World and I'm really excited to see one in Epcot. Epcot is my favorite park, so I'm excited to try this out. I will say, after looking at the menu, and I kind of expected this, it is a little on the spendy side. So this might be my first and last time going to Geo-82 for quite a while, probably, especially because reservations are difficult to snag for this, and they are required. Another requirement as well is that everyone in your party has to be 21 or over. So this is truly an adult experience in Epcot. No kids screaming, no kids running around the floor. You are paying for a premium atmosphere, premium cocktails, and the premium advantage of being an adult-only space. So Geo-82 is located on the back side of Spaceship Earth, which what used to be an old DVC lounge. Now, I'm not a DVC member, so I've never been in this lounge, but from what I've seen of pictures, it does look like it's a small and pretty intimate space. Now, it also has windows that overlook onto World Celebration Gardens, and so they also will have a fireworks package. This, just like going in for regular drinks, you're also gonna need a reservation for this, and they're filling up really quickly. This is also super spendy. It is $179 a person for the fireworks package, and that is not including tax and tip. Now, what do you get for the fireworks package? You get a place to sit down with fireworks viewing out the windows of Geo-82. You also get a tasting tower of savory treats before the fireworks show starts, so you can start checking in 60 minutes before Luminous the Symphony Bus begins. And then you are given tableside champagne that has been handpicked, or you can choose to get an event-specific cocktail, they said. And then during the fireworks show, you will be given an assortment of sweet treats to enjoy. So definitely, I would think more of a special occasion, anniversary, birthday, but we'll see. Now, I am here in the middle of the day and it is quite warm. So main goal of this trip is to treat myself to a fabulous luxury lunch to finally try out Geo-82 and report back to you about what my findings were, if I think it's worth it. To give you an idea about how spendy it is, I'm expecting to spend about $60 for me to get one of their signature cocktails and a small bite, which is going to be my lunch for today. So $60 plus tax and tip, and I am by myself. So whatever my final bill ends up being, which I will share with you once I'm done and go over a review of how I thought the atmosphere was, how my drink was, how my food was, all of that good stuff. Just know that you're going to be timesing whatever my final bill is by the amount of people in your party. So this is definitely not going to be a cheap experience, so we will see if it's worth it. Also worth noting, I think I might get the charcuterie board. I want to talk to the server or bartender, whoever I get seated in there, and see what they suggest, because I'm going between two different foods and I'm going between two different drinks. But I will say, I think I'm leaning towards the charcuterie, which I'm having a kind of a hard time with, because I think it said it was $28 or $29. And you can get some really good charcuterie at Baseline Tap House in Hollywood Studios for $13. So we will see if it is worth more than double the price of what Baseline has to offer. I'm thinking probably not, but again, let's see. I'm hoping to be pleasantly surprised. Also, while I'm here, I'm gonna go check out what they have going on for Cool Kids Summer, which a lot of this is offerings that they have year round that probably a lot of people just don't know about, but they're fun activities for kids, and there's a ton of fun activities for kids. There's a lot to keep kids entertained here. You just have to know about them. They're not super obvious, and so I feel like this did a better job of kind of pointing that out to parents of what was already here. There's also some additional character meet and greets, and they have transformed CommuniCore Hall into GoofyCore Hall. So we are gonna go check that out as well, see what's going on, what fun stuff they have, and then if I have time, and I'm not too hot, because I've only been here for 10 minutes, and right now I am, not gonna lie, I am sweating to death. I can tell that when I take off my sunglasses to go inside the bar, I'm gonna have huge things where my makeup is no longer, because they are gonna be stuck to my sunglasses. It's sweaty already, but that is okay. There is a annual pass holder exclusive meet and greet in Germany, in their teddy bear shop with Dopey, and I can take the friendship boat over there, so that's kind of the game plan for today. We're gonna go have a fabulous lunch, try out Geo-82, get a cocktail, and then go check out what Cool Kids Summer has to offer, and hopefully go meet Dopey. All right, let's go try some yummy food and drinks. All right, so I'm not entirely sure where the entrance even is for Geo-82, so I have tons of time before my reservation. I actually have like 30 minutes, so I'm just gonna walk around to the back of Spaceship Earth and kind of just check it out. I wouldn't mind some air conditioning, so I also might pop into Creations real quick, just see what they have to offer, just get out of the sun, because oh my goodness, it is super, super toasty today. That sun is just out in full force. All right, so I am still not seeing anything that says Geo-82. So I would not be surprised if I have to ask a cast member, but that's okay. I can't be the only one. So up there, that's the windows. You can see the lights kind of shining in them. So there's gotta be an entrance. So this is your view, obviously higher though, but you're overlooking World Celebration and you can see Luminous in the background. You see all the lights up there. That's where we're trying to go. Just don't know where the entrance is. And I basically walked in one big giant circle around the ball, and it is super, super hot. Oh, I know this is just more project tomorrow. All right, so I walked all the way around Spaceship Earth in a giant circle, and it is so hot. All I did was make myself more hot. And I did not see one sign for Geo-82. I didn't see an entrance. Like, they're doing a really good job of keeping it hidden. So I am probably gonna just have to ask a cast member, and that is fine. That is why I have left myself a ton of time before. So I'm actually gonna go pop into Creations, and let's go see if there's anything I need to buy. I don't need to buy anything. Coming to Disney so much, even my dad was like, you are buying so much Disney merchandise. And I said, I can't help it. I come and I go look through the shops and I want air conditioning, and then I see cute stuff. So let's go see if there's anything I need to buy. FYI, this is a great place to sit that has shade. There's benches, it's shaded, it's cooler through here because you've got Creations on one side and Connections on the other, both with opening doors with their AC. So I do love this new lilac collection. Purple is my favorite color, but the ears just worry me being these sequined, because I have a pair of ears off the Disney Dream that are adorable, but they're red sequins and they are the most uncomfortable ears I've ever had. So I also think that Figgy backpack is really cute. I also like these up ears. But again, I don't know how comfortable they'd be. My leather ones are not so comfy. And they have the Figment ears. So I also desperately need a lot more coffee mugs for my house. I threw away all of my coffee mugs when I moved. And I need to go to the Character Warehouse because they have the Disney mugs for way cheaper, but this is really cute. It's all about the fireworks. Doesn't say anything on the back. No. $19.99. I also like the Pooh one. And I have that chip one from Disneyland. I also really like the Stitch one. I just don't know how good it would be to drink out of. Like if it would be difficult. Oh, this one's cute too. No better way to reset. Looks like it might be for Fort Wilderness, but doesn't say that on the back. Anyways, we'll go to a Character Warehouse and see what we can find. Oh, I haven't seen this Figment shirt before. That's really cute, but I can't see buying a long sleeve shirt. Nothing on the back. When it's 100 degrees outside in Florida. I also love these bags. I love the Figment one, and I love the Donald Duck one, but I don't think I would ever carry a bag that big. But they're cute. I own the Figment sweatshirt. This should have something on the back. Yeah, imagination is a blast. That's really cute. But again, I just cannot bring myself to buy a long sleeve shirt or a sweater when it is as hot in Florida. Like, I'm dying right now, and I have been in Epcot for all of 24 minutes, and 10 of those were spent walking through the air conditioning and creation. So I still have 20 minutes until my food reservation. So I'm gonna go over and check out CommuniCore Hall because we're over here anyways. And I'm thinking that I'm probably gonna wanna leave after this lunch reservation because it is just, ooh, it's hot, very hot. I was in Magic Kingdom yesterday with my dad, and it was hot there too, but well, we left about this time, so that's what the difference was. I'm not a morning person, but during the summer living here now, I'm gonna be a morning person. It is just too hot. So, all right, here's GoofyCore. Let's take a look. It looks like there's some magicians entertaining over there. They still have this Celebration Encanto. And then this has been festival favorites. So even in between festivals, they were having little festival. So now this is Grab and Goof, which has kind of like small handheld bites. So as you can see, it's more geared towards kids with mac and cheese bites, pepperoni, pizza, ravioli, cookies and cream ravioli. Goofy's gone fishing. That drink actually looks super, super cute, and I am so hot, I might have to get one of those. So, but definitely geared more towards kids. This is also where you can meet Mickey and friends over here. So this little CommuniCore Hall is really supposed to be for kids to enjoy and really just move with the different things that this park has going on. All right, well, let's go see what the inside of CommuniCore Hall looks like. Oh my goodness, I can feel my makeup just sliding right off of me. All right, so I didn't want to fully walk in there because there was just a bunch of little kids dancing around, and I feel weird about videoing other people's children. Like, that's a big no-no for me. So I just kind of got the top of it so you could see it's just very, very, very well air conditioned in there. So if you have kids and they want to run around and listen to some music, I would take that opportunity to sit down in there because I would have sat down in there if I would have had a kid with me. I think otherwise it was kind of weird though. So I just popped in, got a little sneak peek for you guys. And yeah, if you have kids, totally take advantage of that. All right, so I technically still have 15 minutes until my reservation, but considering I have to find the entrance still and I'm melting, I'm gonna go ahead and try and check in because usually you can check in starting 15 minutes before your reservation at Disney, and I would like some air conditioning. I am really, really, really hot. I don't know why I'm so hot today. Wearing my black Raja shirt was not the best idea, I don't think. Yeah, I am hot, and I should have put my hair up, but I was like, I could be cute. Wrong idea. Okay, so I'm gonna go try and find the entrance. Oh, okay, so all I did was walk into Project Tomorrow, and so this is where you come out of Spaceship Earth, and there it is. So I didn't have to ask anybody, I just had to walk in. All right, so I decided to go up the stairs. Look how sparkly they are, and really pretty. A little light peeking through the ceiling. Hi. They gave me a Tranquility chilled handheld, which is very much appreciated because, like I said, I'm melting. And then this is the waiting area, which is much better than sitting outside and sweating to death. the entrance. That cool hand towel was very, very, very much appreciated. That helped cool me down tremendously. Like I said, it is just boiling outside today, so it feels lovely in here. Like I said, I found it much easier than I was expecting. Kind of weird that there's no signs outside. I feel like you would have had to know how to get into Spaceship Earth, which I knew where Spaceship Earth exited, so that's why that was my first guess. But yeah, so heads up, that's how you find this place. So just wait here until they're ready to call me back, and then get some lunch. So while we're waiting to get sat, or while I'm waiting to get sat rather, here is a look at the menu. So it shows you what glassware, the different types of ice, preparation, and then a little intro about Geo-82 and how it celebrates the spirit of Spaceship Earth. So here are their featured cocktails, which I personally, and then you can see the little symbols next to it, so it'll tell you how it's prepared, what kind of ice, and what kind of glass it's going to come in. That's kind of neat. So specifically, I am looking at either the strawberry and coconut right hand or the caramelized leek martini. So I am planning on asking my server or the bartender, wherever gets that, what they suggest. Those are the two I'm looking at. And they also have 2 zero-proof cocktails. These are going to be your non-alcoholic. Extensive wine selection, some beers. And then here are their 5 small bites I was talking about. So I'm personally toying between the truffled ahi tuna and the charcuterie board. I'm leaning towards the charcuterie board, but like I shared with you, I don't know. It's $29, the one at baseline's $13. We'll see. I don't know if it's worth $16 difference, but I'm kind of curious to find out. Alright, so I ended up getting the strawberry and coconut right hand, which has coconut cartel, rum, Campari, Campano, Antica, Formula, Sweet Vermouth, and strawberry. And the bartender did let me know that everything on the left side of the menu was going to be more spirit focused, and everything on this side was going to be more sweet. So not surprising that the two I was toying between were on the liquor forward side. So let's try it, see how it goes. So he definitely was not lying about it being very spirit forward. It's good. It's a little bit more syrupy than I was expecting. It's not necessarily sweet, but it's syrupy. But it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I think this would definitely warm you up on a cold day, for sure. But yeah, it's not bad. I also really like the glass. The glass is really pretty. I like all the little touches in here. And I will do a little bit more tour of it as soon as I order some food. So I ended up getting the charcuterie plate, and he broke it down for me, and I do not remember what all it was. Basically, I've got a cranberry type of bread over here, a baguette over here. He said that this was the pecan brittle, which he suggested saving as a dessert. We've got pickles. This is a honeycomb sauce. This was a chutney, I think he said, maybe? I don't know, we'll see. This is the new cheese of today. Plus, we've got some meat tucked here and under here, and then an assortment of different cheeses back here. This cheese, I forget what he called it, but he said that it was a combination of 3 different cow's cheese, or cow's milk. So I'm gonna dig in, and I'll let you know how it is. All right, so let's talk about how my experience was. It was fabulous. So it is currently 2 o'clock. My reservation was at 12:45. I got up there about 15 minutes early. They sat me at exactly 12:45. I was seated at the bar. I was seated next to a lovely cast member who was there on his day off in order to try and experience it like a guest. So I learned some fun facts. I actually learned that my strawberry coconut right hand drink that I got actually takes 36 hours to make. So it was quite the complex process. Their cocktails are very, very detailed there. Very spendy, but I felt like it was totally worth it. I also, on the other side of me, had a lovely, lovely lady who was also another local, and so getting to talk to both of them was very, very, very enjoyable. That was a great way. I'm much cooler now. With tax, it came to $69. I was very, very tempted to get the leek martini as well, but I was a little afraid that if I had that, I wouldn't be able to drive back home. And I would like to be able to make it back home to my dogs in one piece. No drinking and driving. So I only was a good girl and just had the one drink. All right, so let's talk about my charcuterie board. That was fantastic. I was a little skeptical because at Baseline you can get a fantastic charcuterie board for $13. The charcuterie board at Geo-82 was $29, and it was totally worth it. I did not even come close to finishing it. It would have been great if I would have had another person with me. We could have easily shared. It was absolutely delicious though, especially that cheese. I forget what he said it was called. That was the 3 different milk, or 3 different types of milk from 3 different cows. Oh, it was so good. And the honeycomb, it was absolutely delicious. I am not a huge charcuterie person, and that was really good. So overall, I had a great lunch there. I think if you're celebrating a birthday or a special occasion, an anniversary, it's definitely an intimate place. I would not go there with a large group of people. 1, it's gonna be really expensive, but 2, it's just more of an intimate atmosphere. I did sit at the bar, and I quite enjoyed that because, like I said, I got to meet 2 really awesome people that I was seated in between, and also I was able to ask the bartender a ton of questions. I was able to ask the guy sitting next to me a ton of questions who happens to work there. So it was a very enjoyable experience, and I would go back again. It's gonna have to be for a special treat though. I would love to try that leek martini still, but I can't be dropping $60 every time I come to Epcot for a drink and a snack. But yeah, for a special occasion, I would definitely go back. I really enjoyed that. So now I am actually going to go pop over and ride Spaceship Earth because it's only a 10-minute wait. So funny enough, not only did I think that going on Spaceship Earth was a great way to finish off having my fabulous, fantastic, fancy lunch at Geo-82, but when I first got here, Spaceship Earth had a standby wait of 30 minutes. Walked by coming out of Geo-82 and it was down to 10 minutes. I decided I was gonna go to the bathroom and then come back, and now it's at a 5-minute wait. So of course we need to go on Spaceship Earth. So let's go thank the Phoenicians. Hi.
Your drink machine close automatic. For your safety, remain seated. Keep your hands, arms, and legs inside the vehicle. Please watch your children.
So the park is actually starting to thin out a little bit, and I noticed right when I got off Spaceship Earth that Guardians is currently closed, and I need to go to the bathroom anyway, so I'm gonna pop into Connections and use that bathroom and then see if maybe the Epcot gods will smile on me and Guardians will open right as I get over there. We'll see. Let's see if we can have some luck. which, and by the way, this is how I go to Guardians. If you're not restricted in the morning, this is going to be the quickest. It's the cut-through connections, and it works out perfect because I've said this before in my videos, but this is my favorite place to refill my water bottle in Epcot, and there's bathrooms right here. Plus, the door leads right out to Guardians, so this is how you're going to get there with the least amount of steps. Alright, so no such luck on Guardians. I knew that would be a kind of a wild card, but you know what? It never hurts to try. You never know. I could have walked over here and been pleasantly surprised. I got really excited because there were some people talking to some cast members, so I thought they were scanning into lightning lanes, and nope. Everything is shut down. So that's okay. It looks like, as you can see behind me, a storm's starting to roll in. So I think I'm going to call this the end of Molly's Epcot day, and it was a fabulous day. I really, really, really enjoyed that lounge. Oh, actually, since we're over here, let a little bit more time go by. I want to go check out the construction walls are supposed to be down over at Test Track. So let's go see what that looks like. And I think you can see the new sign. Oh, and I think I might have just felt a raindrop. Yeah, it's about that time to start walking to the car. So I'm gonna go check out Test Track, show you guys what that looks like, and then we'll be off. Oh.
Still just getting used to being around other humans.
Very nice. Very nice.
No, they're not. We met a princess yesterday and she brought out some curtains and covers.
Oh.
Quite a mess.
What are you the princess of? Scanning. Jasmine, Aladdin,
Oh, yes.
Genie.
Yes.
Where
And
is your
Raja.
Raja.
Genie? Raja, your pet kitty cat.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah.
Is your genie here?
Well, that was fun. I was just walking by to see how the progress of Test Track, and apparently they have a new AI character who's greeting guests. And they realized that I was a princess and that I had Raja, that I was Princess Jasmine. And they asked me where Genie was, and I told them that Aladdin stole him because he's a thief. And they said they would go find him for me and let me know. That was very unexpected and cute. Yeah, the construction walls are down. And they just have a planner. You can see the Test Track sign back there. So I would say we're getting close. I was here last week and you could hear the cars on the track really well. Very exciting, we're getting closer. All right, well, no Guardians for me, but that's okay. We still got to go check in on the progress of Test Track. I met that interesting AI character that was walking around. I'm not sure if they were headed to Guardians to try and entertain people, because a lot of time cast members will have little games or puzzles or something to just kind of keep people entertained. I'm not quite sure why you would stick around there unless you were really hoping that they were going to open, but there's no telling. Plus, I felt a couple raindrops, so I'm going to call it a day. I had a lovely afternoon in Epcot, and until next time, wishing you less stress and more magic. Bye, guys.